I was recently sent the AMVR Controller Gun Case for the MetaQuest 2. It gives you a more authentic handgun feel and shooters than the MetaQuest 2 controllers alone. But is it worth it? And more importantly, is it worth your money? Let's find out coming up. Just a quick note that AMVR provided this product for free for this review. So VR is practically made for shooters. I mean, there you are standing your ground, knocking off enemies one by one, and the problem is that the MetaQuest 2 controller doesn't make for a very good gun. Sure, it's got the grip, sure, it's got the trigger, but overall it doesn't feel like a very good gun. It doesn't feel like a very good sword, it doesn't feel like a very good anything, because it tries to be everything, which means it's good at nothing, and that's where the AMVR gun controller case comes in mind. It has a real gun feel. It's got the nice grip, it's got a nice centered weight, but it's also attractive as hell. It's got the gold pinstripes along the side and the AMVR logo. So overall, it's a pretty simple device. It's just 3 pieces and it's easy to assemble. You just insert the controller, you connect the gun frame, you then connect the gun slide. And man, make sure you do this before you're in VR, unlike this idiot. There are no haptics to this device, and that confused me at first, because when I first saw this online, I didn't understand who it was for. I looked at it and thought, it's gotta have some form of haptics, right? But I mean, that's evident in the price, because the Pro 2 Revolver is $400, and that thing has a lot of kicking haptics to it, where the AMVR Controller Gun Case is $27.99 as of April 2022. So who exactly is this product for? This is for anyone that knows exactly what a handgun should feel like in real life, and the MetaQuest 2 controller is not achieving that for them in-game. Handgun has an exact grip, weight, and balance to it, and the AMVR gun controller case has that grip and it has that balance, but it doesn't achieve the 1.5 plus pounds of a fully loaded pistol. So I reached out to AMVR to see if there's anything I can do. AMVR replied that I can replace the 31 grams of metal inside the gun slider. However, I need 14 times that amount, and there's no way I'm going to find anything to fit in that small of a space. Now I ended up finding the perfect thing. 5-pound ankle weights that you use for exercise, and each pound is separated into a small bag of graphite. I attached that bag of graphite to the back of the controller using some zip ties, and it was perfect. However, I needed to find something that could hold that entire pound of graphite without getting in the way of the IR emitters or the joystick or the button. So I headed up to the hobby store. I ended up finding this cylindrical plastic container. I could pour the entire bag of graphite into it, and now I just need to find a way to attach that to the gun controller. I headed to a hardware store and I purchased a bolt, some washers, and a wing nut, and headed back home. I drilled a hole into the top back side of the gun, and then I drilled a hole into the bottom of the plastic container. I fed the bolt through, attached the washers in the wing nut, and poured in the graphite, and it worked perfectly. It looks fantastic, it plays fantastic, but I needed someone other than me to try it out. Since my friends Simon and Dave recently reviewed the Revolver, and we all had problems with its weight, I thought they should try this out too and tell me what they think.
It does have nice weight to it, it's kind of balanced. That's actually not a bad idea, that little bit of weight there. It might be a little bit too heavy if you're playing a long game, but yeah, no, it feels, I mean, the grip's pretty nice. Okay, this feels pretty good, I gotta say.
Yeah, feels good. Feels heavier than I thought it would be.
I got it.
Good shot.
So yeah, it feels, I guess the weight's pretty good, but I like it, and it's a better price, I gotta say.
Whoa!
I think it could be a little bit lighter, because I think on the long games and things, it might get a little heavy.
Yeah, I like it. It definitely felt like I was using like a real gun. It kind of felt pretty natural. You can hear the things moving around. It's a little wobbly, so when I was moving around, you can kind of feel a little bit of the movement, but weight feels really good, so I like it. Yeah, it's nice.
All right, thanks. So did I accomplish what I wanted? Hell yeah, I did, but the problem is it's heavy, and I think it's extremely dangerous. But it took all this to learn that the AMVR gun controller case doesn't need any changes whatsoever. It's already a good weight that's properly balanced and extremely good looking at a great price. My suggestion is buy it. So you can find me here or on Twitter at the links below. Please make sure to subscribe for new content. I sincerely appreciate each and every single one of you. Do me a favor and tell your friends, tell your family, and tell your coworkers to let them know how much you love VR, and then tell them to check out King of Nerds right here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.